Now, the people that need to watch just aren't going to watch it. So maybe I'll turn this into some comedy and try to make it educational too. But have you ever seen anybody say anything negative about me out there? That I'm a curse, that I cause stocks to crash, that I am, in charge of some shorting group. Has anybody ever seen anything negative posted about me in some of the video charts I do? Let's get a little bit more context here. Fair warning, is anything I'm going to say going to be revolutionary? Is it going to be anything that I would assume people with common sense probably don't realize? No. And if you're still watching this, I'm assuming you're one of these people that understands just the silliness of some of these accusations that float around out there. But I want you to just kind of really gauge and just realize how dangerous it is. And if you are somebody that is saying, you know what, Clay, I'm going to give you a little chance. I believe, because there's a lot of people that say it. So therefore my logic goes, because a lot of people say something, it must be true. And a lot of people, that's kind of subjective, but we won't go there. But just understand that, this is how things always work. Not really even here, but just in life in general. You have somebody and they are, they're just talking it up. They are just, and they're, let me throw in some more questions. Just they're talking, and whether it be trash talk, whether it could be somebody's trying to act like that they are teaching knowledge, whatever it is. Just understand that when people are talking, there's something that's going on here, and what's going on here is the context of the situation, which is always kind of behind the scenes. So the behind the scenes is where the context comes into play. And that brings up the big question of, okay, what is exactly going on with this context? And here we have a perfect example of this. I'm just choosing to use an example where somebody was out there yapping about, I don't even remember exactly what it was. I didn't take a screenshot of that. But basically implying that I'm a curse, that I short penny stocks, that I'm in charge of a group that shorts them. And then there was some behind the scenes chatter that happened on Twitter. So, through private messages. And I want to walk you through this conversation. And let's go through the context. And if you're somebody that's a little thinking, Clay, I don't know, I think you may be up to something shady. Just remember, these are the people that you have gained this from. This is who you're at risk of gaining this whole thought process from. Or another way to look at this, when you are trying to learn, when you are trying to improve, maybe you're surrounding yourself with other traders because you want to join a community or whatever. Where exactly are your opinions being formed? What are the people's backgrounds, the people's context that's kind of influencing your thought process, your approach to the market? So again, let's go through the background conversation here that happened on Twitter through the private messaging, and you'll see things begin to quickly unfold. So like I said, this person's talking and I tell them, I say, you really should take off the tinfoil hat. You'd become a better trader. They reply back, sorry Clay, I've been in 3 stocks with good charts and they died after your vids. I'll definitely remove my comment. It was completely unnecessary and inappropriate. Now the shock here was that this person actually said, yeah, my comment was probably inappropriate. Usually that does not happen. So I will give some credit here. That was kind of caught me off guard. But here, do you see their logic? I was in 3 stocks and the charts were looking good and then they fell after you did a video on them. And I'm gonna press them a little bit more and you'll see that this is where the wheels really come off the bus. So I reply back, go ask a statistics professor if a sample size of 3 is worthwhile. They laugh, it's not. I'm a novice in stocks. I actually got in because of watching your videos. I'm running with $900, so not looking to make a career of it. Thought I would try it. I'm probably going to end up sticking to the casinos. My odds are better playing Hold'em. So I reply back, why not learn how to trade? Or you just want to treat it like a casino? They reply back, I just want to treat it like a casino, in it to win it. So I'm already destined for failure if I continue. And I reply back, correct. All right, I wish I could say I was making this stuff up. I'm not. So let's actually now fill in the background here of the context. They're what? Their words, not mine. They're a novice. They're out here talking. They were talking trash like fact of the matter. proclaiming, coming across like, yeah, you know, this is through a lot of experience. I mean, this is Clay, you know, oh, really? So you're just a novice, actually. So who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? You got to be careful. What else? Casino. They are just flat out, they admit, learn or just treat it like a casino. Again, their words, not mine. Totally pick the casino. So in other words, a flat out gambler is listening to somebody with a gambling mentality in a business where you don't want to have a gambling mentality. Is that smart? No, of course it's not smart. I realize that was hopefully a rhetorical question. So you have somebody new with a gambler mentality, and then you just notice the mass confusion. And what was that? They said that they got into the stocks because of my videos. So wait a second. You bought because of the video and now you're blaming me because it goes, you understand, that doesn't really make any sense. So in other words, this person is just pure randomness right now. And I mean, it makes sense. They're new, they have the gambling mentality, so it's all random. But again, on the surface, this part right here, they're out there just proclaiming all these things that aren't true. They admit they're not true behind the scenes. To be fair, like I said, this person apologized. I think they ultimately took down the comment. But regardless, the idea here is you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Last week I did a video similar to this, but it's just a theme that keeps on popping up. And it's, you know, I've done videos before on why do people fail? Why is the, you know, failure rate 90%? Especially when there's so much free information out there, especially when there's so many people talking about the markets, because this is why. Let's not even pretend like this has anything to do with me. This person could be proclaiming some strategy. This person could be proclaiming some stock. This person could be proclaiming so many things. But I mean, why would you ever listen to somebody without more background, including myself? Why would you listen to me? This is why I offer so much free content. This is why I offer live trade videos. This is why I offer a podcast, so you can get some of the background context. Does my teachings work? Do my training courses? Does my, you know, private trading group, does that actually help people? I'm trying to give context via these videos and via all the other sources that I give. I mean, just check out the YouTube channel as a whole. Plenty of other stuff out there. Like I said, I offer a podcast. I have all sorts of testimonials on my site because I'm trying to give context. I'm trying to talk about what's behind here. But if you are out there just taking face value for things, then you got to be very careful. Here's another one of mine that I've done before, but you have other teachers out there, and part of what they're proclaiming is, hey, I want to help you. I want to make you a better trader. And then behind the scenes, and it's not really behind the scenes, it's you know it going up front, they offer training, but then this training expires after a certain amount of time. Wait, what? You're out here saying you want to help people, yet the background, what's going on behind the scenes is then you just tell people, but you only have access to it for X amount of time. You know, 3 months, 4 months, a month. Wait a second. I thought you want to help people. Why would you limit the time that somebody can study something if you want to help them? If you wanted to truly help them and they paid you for that content, why would you not just give it to them for life? That's, you know, the equivalent of somebody buying a book and then saying, oh, yep, sorry, send the book back now. Wait a second, but I paid for it. No. Do you understand what? It's just one of those things. Words versus the background context. So be very aware of that in many areas of the market. And you got to just always question, especially to circle back, if you are a believer of some of these, the Clay Trader curse or whatever these things are, do you really think that, you know, where are you forming these opinions from? You just got to be extra careful with that, because as you saw here, guys talking all kinds of trash, and then it comes out, you know, I'm just a novice. I just have $900. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, Clay, I could learn, but I'm just going to treat this like a casino. And yet, I guarantee you people saw that comment and actually took him at face value. And I think that's such a scary thing, that people would take this person at face value when they're just a new person like they are, except they have a total wrong approach to the market. It's a scary thought, and I will just leave it at that. So be careful. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.